Hello and welcome to Science with Luke. Today we're going to be doing fossils. Now, I want you to take a look at three images. Number one, then number two, and finally number three. What do all of these have in common? They are fossils! Now, what is a fossil? They are the long dead remains of an extinct animal of God's creation. They can also be described as the preserved remains or impressions of an organism that used to live in the past. The study of them is paleontology. The scientists who study them are called paleontologists, and they help determine the relative age of rock strata. They are very rare, so most extinct species are not preserved, and they are usually found in sedimentary rock. Fossil facts. Fossils form when dead organisms are protected from decomposition and destruction. An organism that dies and is soon buried by sand or mud may form a fossil. The soft tissues decay quickly, but the skeleton gradually undergoes chemical change and can be preserved in several different ways, such as mold, form when dead plants or animals are buried by sediment on the seafloor. The soft parts of their bodies change or decompose, and all that is left is a hollowed out impression of the animal/plant called a mold. Rocks and sediment can fill the hole and make a cast fossil. Magma can as well. Petrification is when the organic portion of an organism is infiltrated or replaced with minerals. Eventually, the organism turns into rock or a rock-like substance. It works best on the hard remains of the organism, such as the bone or harder tissues. It can also happen to the wood and parts of trees, such as petrified wood. There are even more types of fossils, such as ice mummies. Rarely an entire species are preserved by ice. They are one type of natural mummy. These organisms do not decay because the freezing temperatures delay the decomposition. Most commonly appears in Alaska, Canada, Russia, and Antarctica. Tar. When an animal falls into an unseen tar pit, the soft tissues decompose, but their bones do not. Many predator bones are found in these pits. There are even more types of fossils, including amber. Amber happens when small animals or insects get trapped inside tree sap. This way, the whole organism is preserved. And then, when the sap hardens, it becomes amber. Now, when mosquitoes get preserved in amber, they can be used to bring back dinosaurs. Trace. These fossils are fossilized indirect evidence, such as burrows, tracks, trails, and sometimes even excrement, also known, in layman terms, as turds. When paleontologists examine trace fossils, they can glean a great deal of information regarding the behavior of a certain species or organism. There are even more types of fossils. Carbonization. The process occurs when leaves, stems, and other plant material are flattened between two layers of rock. The pressure from the rock causes liquids and gases inside the plant material to be forced out, squeezing it. Fish and jellyfish have also been fossilized by this process. Desiccation or mummification is a unique and rare form of fossilization. In very dry climates, the hard and soft portions of a deceased organism can dry out before any method of decay can take place. And the final type of fossil is a more broad term for a group of fossils called index fossils. These fossils are easy to recognize, plentiful, and found throughout much of the world. They're also thought to be around the same age. This is the end. Goodbye for now. And remember, you can make something die, but you cannot make it fossil.